Welcome outside to my yard again. I brought some things out to do our tree project today, and I thought it was a great day to be outside to do that. If you have a toilet paper roll ready at your house, we're going to build our own tree, and we're going to think back to that song you just listened to and talk about the four main parts of a tree. This roll is going to be our tree trunk. Trees need tree trunks. They are big and strong. They help hold the trees up. But that's not the only part, so we need some other things too. Here's where you get to be creative about things you have at home that would work to make your tree today. So we're starting with our toilet paper roll. That will be our trunk. You could do some coloring on it if you'd like. Tree trunks have bark on their trunk that helps protect the tree from bugs that might want to eat and get inside it, or diseases that are in other plants that can make our trees sick. So bark on the outside is important. You could use some crayons or markers to add bark to your trunk. The next part we're going to do from our trunk is we're going to give it some branches. And the way we're going to do that is you'll need to find a piece of paper. Any paper will work. I happen to find a little bit of red and yellow and brown at my house. So I'm going to use this yellow paper and I'm going to make my branches. You're going to need your hand for that. We're going to put our hand on our paper that we've chosen, and you can try it by yourself or you can ask someone to help you. You're going to widen your fingers out and have someone trace around them. And we're going to turn our handprint into the branches of our tree. I'm going to close that in. There's my handprint. So I brought my scissors along too. I'm going to cut out my branches, my handprint, that I'm going to turn into these tree branches. When trees get really big and strong, branches help hold all the leaves that grow out. Animals like these branches. Squirrels like to run around, climb up branches, looking for nuts to eat sometimes. Birds like to use branches and they build their nest in them, a place to be safe and call their home. Branches stretch out a long ways up into the sky when trees get really big. Maybe the trees you looked at by your house had branches so tall you could hardly see the top. Okay, there's my handprint, going to be the branches of my tree. I'm going to take my trunk, and with my scissors I'm going to carefully cut two little lines, not very big, just little marks in there. I might go just a little lower. Okay, now my trunk has a place where I can slide my branches into to help hold those up. There we go. So far, I have my tree trunk. I have my branches now for my handprint. There were two other important things that trees were talking about that trees had. Two other parts. One is a part that we usually don't see very much. The roots of trees. The roots are usually down in the dirt, looking for water to drink in our earth. You have lots of choices there. Roots. I had some things in my drawer that might work. I could use some of the string and attach some roots to the bottom of my trunk. That would work well. I found a couple sticks outside here. I could put those at the bottom to be like roots for my tree. Or I also found a little bit of ribbon left over from a project at my house that would work. You could also cut up strips of paper to make your roots. Anything will work. You use your imagination. So we have roots. They're important for trees. That's how they drink and get their vitamins so they can grow big and strong. We have a trunk to hold it up so that it'll be safe and strong, powerful winds. And we have our branches. There's one more important part of trees. One that hasn't happened a lot yet this spring, but they're starting to pop out. Trees have leaves. When I came outside, we still had some old dried up leaves on the ground in the back. I could add those and glue them on my branches. That would work. Maybe you want to cut out some leaves that you can color and add to your tree from paper. You do whatever works for you. And when you get your tree done, it'd be cool to see a picture of yours. Have fun making your tree, making sure that you have roots, a trunk, some branches, and leaves. Those are all 4 important parts of trees. Have fun!